Warning: this video can contain graphic descriptions of violence and murder, disturbing crime scene details, and sensitive subject matter. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Hello and welcome back to True Crime Chronicles. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. This is a space where we seek to give a voice to the victims and examine the intricate and often devastating details of real-life cases. Today, we're returning with a story that is both deeply troubling and critically important. Before we begin, a quick note on our process. Each story is built from careful research, drawing on verified online news archives, documentary evidence, and credible public sources. We trace the timeline so you don't have to. Now, let's open the case file together. The Stolen Legacy and Murder of Andre Emmett. From the bright lights of the collegiate arena to the gleaming hardwood of the NBA, his life was a story of athletic genius, relentless hustle, and profound love. But on a quiet Dallas street in the early hours of September 23, 2019, that story was brutally stolen. This is the story not just of a star's tragic end, but of the man he was, the family he cherished, and the devastating void his murder left behind. Andre Emmett's journey began in Dallas, Texas, born on August 27, 1982, to Regina Oliver. Raised by a circle of strong women, including his beloved grandmother, Andre was a mama's boy with a mischievous grin and an undeniable spark. At David W. Carter High School, he honed his skills, transforming from a talented youngster into a local legend under the guidance of mentors who became like family. His destiny, however, was written in Lubbock. At Texas Tech University, under the legendary and demanding coach Bob Knight, Andre Emmett didn't just play basketball. He rewrote the record books. A three-time first-team All-Big 12 selection, the 2004 NCAA Slam Dunk champion, and the Red Raiders' all-time leading scorer with 2,256 points. He was a consensus All-American, his name forever etched into the fabric of the program. But those who knew him saw more than the stats. A former teammate said he was who he was, and you either liked it or didn't. He was a genuine guide to himself and to others. Drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies in 2004, Andre's NBA journey was brief, with stints in Memphis and New Jersey. Yet, his professional career was a globe-trotting testament to his love for the game. From China to Belgium, the Philippines to France, he found a vibrant second act in Ice Cube's Big Three League, emerging as an MVP candidate, his competitive fire burning as bright as ever. But off the court, a different passion burned brightest. Andre was a devoted father to his two beautiful daughters, Kennedy Grace and Zara Sloan. They were, by all accounts, his world. His social media was a tapestry of their adventures. In April 2019, he channeled his love for the next generation into his foundation. Dreams Really Exist, Dren, aiming to empower underprivileged youth. He was a son, a brother, a friend who never forgot his roots. In the pre-dawn darkness of September 23, 2019, Andre Emmett's life was taken in an act of senseless violence. After a night out, he was followed to his home in Dallas's old East Dallas's neighborhood. As he sat in his car in his own driveway, he was ambushed. Armed men approached, demanding his jewelry, including a valuable Rolex. In a moment of sheer terror, captured in part by a home surveillance camera, Andre fled. He was shot in the back while running for his life. A passerby found him just steps from his mother's home. He was 37 years old. The investigation moved swiftly. Police released haunting surveillance footage, appealing to the public. Tips poured in. The evidence trails, cell phone data, GPS tracking, and video pointed to three men: Keith Johnson, Michael Lucky, and Larry Jenkins. The motive was a robbery, but the result was a capital murder. In October 2019, Keith Johnson and Michael Lucky were arrested on capital murder charges. A year later, Larry Jenkins was also taken into custody. The legal proceedings that followed brought a complex and painful resolution. In September 2022, a Dallas County jury found Larry Jenkins guilty of capital murder. The evidence showed he was the triggerman. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Keith Johnson later pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of aggravated robbery, accepting a 20-year prison sentence. For Michael Lucky, the capital murder charge was ultimately dismissed in late 2022 after the conviction of Jenkins. He later pleaded to a minor misdemeanor related to tampering with evidence after the crime and was released for time served. For Andre's family, the court outcomes were a bittersweet punctuation to an unimaginable loss. Justice, in the eyes of the law, had been served for the killer. But what of their sentence? The true cost of this crime is measured not in years served, but in a lifetime of absence. In a victim impact statement that echoed with unimaginable strength and sorrow, Regina Oliver addressed her son's killer directly. She spoke of a bond like no other, of a haunting final text from Andre that read, "Mom, I love you always." She told the courtroom, "Forever I will hurt. Forever half my heart is gone." Yet through her faith, she found a thread of compassion. Andre's sisters, including Sasha, spoke of the void for his daughters Kennedy and Zara, who were just toddlers when their father was murdered. They must now grow up with only memories and stories of the men who adored them. The pain is a permanent resonant in their hearts. Regina Oliver said simply, "September will never be the same." But from profound grief springs an enduring legacy. Led by the indomitable Regina Oliver, the family transformed their pain into purpose. The Dreams Really Exist Foundation evolved into the Oliver Family Charities. Every year they host the Summer Hills Youth Basketball Camp in Oak Cliff, in the very gyms where Andre once played. Children who never knew him now learn the game he loved, embodying the spirit of generosity he championed. Former coaches like Chris Beard and friends like NBA champion Steven Jackson have come to support, ensuring Andre's name inspires a new generation. His mother, Regina Oliver, stated, "Andre is watching. He's seeing my mom and my family keeping up the tradition." The dash between 1982 and 2019 on Andre Emmett's headstone is filled with more life, love, and impact than most could dream of. He was a scorer, a star, a son, a father, a giver. His murder was a senseless act of greed that stole him from those who loved him most, but it could not erase the mark he made. His story is a chilling reminder of how quickly fate can intervene, and a powerful testament to a family's unwavering love and resilience. For True Crime Chronicles, we remember Andre Emmett. May his memory be a blessing. In loving memory of Andre Emmett. August 27th, 1982, September 23rd, 2019. Beloved son, devoted father, Texas Tech legend, and a man who believed dreams really exist. His legacy lives on through his daughters, Kennedy and Zara, his mother, Regina, and every child touched by his spirit. That concludes this chapter of the True Crime Chronicles. The stories we share here are more than just mysteries. They're real-life events that remind us of the importance of awareness and empathy. If this case resonated with you, please help us grow our community of truth seekers by liking this video, sharing it with someone, and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay compassionate, and keep seeking truth.